retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. No pain for their disease. Rage is like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. 'Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls 'cause I'm not in the mood. But then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, it's the world honestly burning. That's all I'm learning, hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds and put the work in, we got some work, man. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. 'Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone, just wanna break, no. I'm not gonna give in, take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous, scared I would pop off fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of bluff, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'ma be something that they can never be me. Nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, no, this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
What is going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode. My name is TradeFly, bringing you some of the most important market news as well as technical analysis that you can actually use. And you can see I am rocking some 2-bit swag today. They sent me a nice little goodie box. I'm rocking it. That's the exchange I'm using right now. Hopefully you guys can come over there if you want to. 20% off your trading fees. Let's get that out the way. But today we got to celebrate. Why is that? Why are we celebrating today? Well, my dude, Alex O Crypto, has pulled off probably the unthinkable. He has gotten me to 2K subs, all right? I did a lot of the hard work, but man, he's like the closer in baseball. They called him in, they said, bring in the righty. and he closed it. He sealed the deal, man. So thank you so much, Alex O, for helping me get to 2K. He literally, I mean, on his own has probably gotten me a couple hundred subs at a minimum. Dude, I am blessed. I am blessed to have you as a friend. I mean, I don't know how, you know, I'm just, it's hard to even put into words, man. Someone that's been so gracious and has helped me out so much along the journey. I just want to say thank you sincerely. With that being said, all right, help me return the favor. If this is the first time you've ever watched my show, if you're just turning in, maybe you just happen to catch the first part of the show, for the love of God, please get over and subscribe to Alex O Crypto. He's one of the best scalpers in the game, period, bar none. There's no denying that. He is legit, okay? He is doing it every day. He's showing you the trades, the winners, the losers, all of it, okay? Please go over, sub to him. You can see he actually just got to 20,000 subscribers, so he is doing big things. I've watched him grow, I think from about 2K. So about where I was at, I've watched him grow from about 2K to 20K. The man deserves it. He's a beast, all right? So please go over, help me, help him for helping me, all right? Make it come full circle, right? That's the way this thing should work, right? Helping each other, supporting each other. And again, all I can say is thank you. All right, let's go ahead and get this party started. You know what? I gotta say shout out to the people in the chat. I can't just say thanks to everyone or to Alex O. I gotta say thank you to you guys for being in the chat. So Cubanadian, my man, thank you for being in the chat. Hope all is well with you. Of course, we got the lady herself, the OG, Alexandra G, the best mod in all the space. She's in the chat. Thank you for the gifting the memberships. Let's see who got it. Cubanadium, Erica, Candle Mafia, Chick, Amy Lives Crypto, Golden Child 420, and Isaac with the new memberships. Go ahead and drop those emojis. Let's get it. All right, let's see who else we got in here. We got Mortimer Duke. What up, man? Good to see you. Sandros Carlos, how you doing? Let's get it. DDT, my man. Afternoon, fam. And of course, we got Lava Ocean Adventures. Simon Davis in there. Got a gang. It's all over the place. And then, man, Alex, you can only give so much, man. You can. Thank you. Thank you for the $50 super chat, Alex. Thank you so much. How much more are you going to give me? I'm just going to hug you when I see you. I am going to see him soon. And no homo, but all homo. I am going to give you a big hug, man. You have been a blessing in my life, dude. Honestly. Looking forward to hanging out with you, though. If you guys don't know, Alex is going to come out and visit out here in SoCal. Beautiful SoCal weather. We're actually having a heat wave. It's crazy. But we are going to go play some golf at Torrey Pines. So PGA level golf course. We're super excited about that, man. It's going to be a good time. And of course, yes, we will have pictures with the Otter Pops once again. There's no doubt about it. We got Jay FOMO in here. He said new here. What up, dude? Thank you for being here. Much appreciated for being here. K-Bob, how you doing? Dropping the Otters in here. Thank you, all of you. Hopefully I listed you all. But let's go ahead and finally get this started. Total market cap sitting at 2.38 trillion. Fear and greed index is in fear. That is at 28. Altcoin season, though, trending to the upside. That is at 50 out of 100. How do you analyze that? One of the things you want to look at is Bitcoin dominance at 58.2. That is lower than the last time we spoke. And the other thing is how is it moving proportional to Bitcoin? Right now, Bitcoin 69,317. That is down 2.8%, but Ethereum is only down 3.24% and actually up over 7 days. So you're seeing that correlation. It's not the exponential move right now. It's kind of just moving in parallel. Now, I'm not saying the altcoin season really means much of anything, but what you do like to see, there's a couple things that I like to see here. One, the world is a mess right now. Everybody knows what's going on across the water, at least for me. And there's a lot of tension in the world. There's no doubt about it. Bitcoin holding up rather well, all things considered. And then the altcoins, it's like they've pushed down, so exponential in nature to Bitcoin, and now they're kind of moving in parallel. That's a good sign, right? You had a big push up for Bitcoin, finally retesting that level 72 to 74, and then we just had that liquidity grab, it seems like. And then of course the pullback, but here nor there, altcoins kind of holding up, which is a good thing to see. All right, XRP is currently at $1.42. That's down 1.27%. BNB is at 635. Solana at number 7 is at 87.46. Tron it just stays in the top 10, man. 29 cents, almost 30 cents, and that is down 0.93%. Dogecoin at 9.2 cents. Hyperliquid sneaking back in the top 10. Kicking Cardano out, but that is down 7.95% over the last 24 hours at $39.30. All right, let's go over to the liquidation heat map. We're gonna look at that. All right, this is something that I do want to focus on a little bit, and the reason is liquidity is the driving force of the market, I believe. Either know the liquidity or you are the liquidity. That's my saying. All right, so we did have a nice bit, you know, the hot spot on the map, right? And that makes sense. If you just come back left on the chart a little bit, look, hey, where did we have that support before ultimately making a move to the upside? So you know there's going to be liquidity all the way up, but where is the hottest spot on the map, which is more important? Where do the exchanges actually profit from coming down to a level? And this is really where it is. This is where their stop losses get hit. This is where their liquidation levels will trigger as well. So that means that there's going to be that exchange of money. And then at what point is it no longer, you know, why would they want to keep continuing to drive the market in a certain direction if the liquidity is not there, right? So the incentive is less. That's what I'll say. And that's purely what I'll say is the incentive is less. How do I like to use it? Well, I don't like liquidity being on the table. Like taking a long here, may it work out? Yes, if you're putting your stop loss below the liquidity, but understand there is still some liquidity below. It's just the hot spot on the map. But do we have confluence? Do we have things that line up? Ooh, well, looky, we do. If you guys remember on the last show, and I know some of you are new, we were looking at the POC of the range. Before, we'll say we had a little, I don't even know that we can say it's a breakout of this range. All right, we'll say that. It's not really a breakout truly in nature, because when you came back down for the retest, look at that. You got that impulse move through with volume. That means nosy gozies, all right, in terms of taking along there. But you came all the way back down to the POC of the range itself. Also, what we were looking at was the swing low to the high, right? And I think this was a bit of a liquidity grab here. The swing low to the high, we're coming back down pretty close to the golden pocket, but also important is you have the monthly pivot and you had a high volume area node, all lining up in the same direction. So what does that mean? For me, I'm gonna take a chance here, and I've already entered a position. I actually was late getting to it, which is unfortunate. I should have just put a limit order out there. I'm just not big on limit orders all the time. We will see, but you know, I'm looking for a potential bounce out of this area. Now, where would I be looking personally for, you know, a take profit area? Well, I want to stay above this high volume area node. If I lose all this, I'm just going to take the stop and we'll walk away. I think it's a couple $100. Not a big capital play because it doesn't meet all of the wickets, because another thing that I like to look at is open interest in CBD. That is a lot more when I'm scalping. But where could we potentially go if we get a little bounce in here? What we're hoping for here is a bit of a range developing between where our monthly pivot is, our POC, as well as where the weekly pivot is and where the value area high is. But more importantly, I think for me in this trade is I'm looking at the horizontals. Now, when I look at the horizontals, you see this area right here where you got support and you see resistance, resistance, resistance. Okay, so that is telling you that this level means something. All right, it means it's important, because then you had an impulse move through twice. Once up, once down. It tried to hold support, boom. All right, you see these big moves through that zone. That means that level is important. I'm not going to fight it. So if I'm going to take a position, then I have a high volume area node. It's all just below the weekly pivot. So of course, what if a lot of traders are going to look at? They are going to look at the weekly pivot. They are going to look at the value area high, but I'm going to front run it just a little bit. You got that gap here. You got the high volume area node, as well as that horizontal. That's kind of the stronger play. That lies right now at about 70,300. And that's about where I would look for ATP. Now, if it doesn't hold up, of course, I got a tight little stop in there just below the monthly pivot, and we'll see how that plays out. Right now, not looking great, but you did see this nice little wick here. For it to come back down and retest the level wouldn't be shocking. If you come over to chart primes indicator, you can see there is a reversal indication there if you do believe in that kind of thing, and you can see that the oscillator itself is starting to bend back up. All right, a little bit of hopium. You do have the momentum here on your side as well. Let's see, we got a couple people rolling into the chat. Let's see who we got. I seen it. Did I get Jay FOMO? No, I did. I see the new here. I got Jay FOMO. We got David B in the house. What up, bro? Good to see you. And Andrew Cameron, the GM dude himself. Alex O Crypto, LFG. Man, I appreciate you, bro. I can't say it enough times. Hopefully you heard my spill earlier, but I appreciate you. All right, let's get it going. So, looking at this now, let's take just a step back here. Take a step back. What are we looking at? It's a pretty clear range, but we are building some momentum in my mind to the upside. All right, we are building some momentum. You can see it by the series of higher lows, right? Pressure is starting to build to the upside. That's why I feel a little bit more comfortable about taking a position right here and just looking for that small move up. Again, it's only a couple $100 play all said and done, but you know, it's something that I'm going to leave out there a little bit and not have to like sit there and get red-eyed, you know, watching it all day long. Either it's going to hit or it's not. And that is what it is, especially when I'm working a 9 to 5. But hey, we're consolidating. What the thing that I think this was right here, right? You see all of this like, hey, resistance, come up, grab liquidity, resistance, got it, resistance some more. And then what happens? Liquidity builds up above these two rejections right here, above the highs here. And then what do? They come back up, they take the liquidity. So remember, we were talking about this zone 2. We wanted to see a breakout retest, right? That was kind of my, you know, idea of like, hey, if we're going to get this upside, right, we're going to fill this, then I wanted to see it break out, retest, and then we're looking for that continuation up. Obviously, did not happen, all right? Tried, but then you can start to see the momentum. Look at that. What is that? A little bit of a descending triangle. Some people like to say that that may be a bull flag. This is why I don't believe in bull flags, all right? Or pennants. I don't really believe in it. If you look it up, I think the percentage base is literally like 50-50. So I don't really back those personally. Ultimately fell down through the zone, and then you got that momentum behind the move, bringing us back down the weekly pivot. Now the weekly pivot, I did take a play off that, all right? So there was value area high, there was a weekly pivot, and volume. So this was a quick play for me. I was in, out, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I think it was about $100 and some or so that I made on that. And then I actually shorted right here, this interaction with the 50 SMA. So I took the long off the weekly pivot, shorted the 50 SMA, and then I had 2 nice little wins yesterday. But those were both scalps. So they were in, they were quick, they were only like a couple $100 moves. Nothing too crazy there. But again, consolidation, kind of the name of the game. Let's zoom out a little bit more. And let me tell you what makes me a little bit nervous. Look at this. All right, so you had consolidation here, cool. But you get the high here, right? Takes the rest of the liquidity and then dumps solas. Look, right here. Look at this. Look how similar this looks. I'm just saying, it looks very similar. I'm not gonna be like, hey, like it's gotta play out like this again, but you know, it looks similar to me. All right, you get this little high up here, take liquidity, comes back down, goes up, takes the rest of it, and then dumps the dues. Look, I mean, it does look similar. So the fear is right now is that we could see a repeat in the pattern. There's nothing, you know, other than just looking at it and saying, hey, these look similar. Is what I'm gonna say is they do look a little similar, and then getting back underneath that 50 SMA could be, you know, our sign that we could actually potentially see some more downside. And again, I'm not predicting it. I would just say be very, very careful that it is on the plate with where we're at right now based on what we've seen, right? Stair step down. You see this a lot where you get consolidation down, stair step down, stair step down. I mean, that until it ain't broke, so don't fix it. I guess that's, you know, that's the thing that you have to think about there. I'm gonna leave it at that. Just understand that is something that could be in play. All right, so if we were to come down, what are some levels that you could look at, right? Well, one, I got this channel. This goes back to 2021. All right, so I've seen some people copy it. At this point, it's taking the highs of 21 to the swing lows, extrapolating it out to the right. That's how I basically came up with my prediction of where we'd be at the end of 2025. I think I was within like 2,000. Now that's pure damn luck, but here nor there. It's been pretty good with price action. And when I say that, look, we came up to the median, we had a rejection, we came down to the low. Weird. Impulse moved through, we stayed on the top of it. This was a moneymaker for me. And then we came back down to the median and boom, up again. Now, where it kind of lost its edge was when it actually broke out. But this is when you start getting, I'm not gonna say euphoric, but you know, people are starting to jump in. Remember, for me, like as a content creator, I started having people hit me up again, like, hey, Bitcoin's over 100K. Let me should I invest? So like, this is it. This the same retail FOMO that happens every time Bitcoin makes a big move. This is when they wanted to jump in, and I think a lot of people got trapped up here again, personally. And then I think institutional money or big money dumped it on your face, per the norm. So here nor there. But look, it impulse moved through the top of this channel, rejection off of a horizontal and the top of the channel, right? So you had some confluence there. As well as some pivots, and then you come down to the median of the channel again. Like it's been pretty fire, and right now it is holding up. So there would be an expectation there that I would say maybe a trade at least would be open to discussion there. You got the value area low, you got the bottom of the platinum pocket, you got a high volume area node, and you have the bottom of the channel. So where is that? That's probably the biggest question. You're looking at about, you know, low, or I'll say about 67,000 is kind of your starting point. There's obviously going to be a little bit of a range. 67 to 66,000 I think is a safe bet to put a little bit of a range down there, but that would be where I would anticipate at least getting a bounce if we were to go down. But right now, you know, short term, I have a position played short term as well. Let's see here. This is exactly what I think is playing out. Maybe one more move up if we're lucky. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that have gotten insta-bear based on this rejection right here. And it's understandable. It is understandable, but we never know how the market's going to move. One of the things I would say, and this is where I'll bring in Market Monkey Terminal at this point, is if you zoom out a little bit, I think it was like 15 minutes if I remember correctly. Come on, don't fail me now, baby. All right. Let's zoom out. Okay, so that trend has sailed. Never mind there. All right, so it is starting to trend back down again. Not ideal. Open interest also working down again. So what does that mean if you're looking at this? Well, this is, hey, are they opening or closing positions? Well, generally, you know, since this spot right here, the trend would say down, and then CVD means that shorts are more aggressive. Okay, so also of note though, you do have, look at this, and what do we say? We said about 66 to 67. You do have a nice little wall here. All right, so this is buy side pressure. That means you have orders on the books sitting there. All right, so a little bit of a buy wall, and that is at about 65.6. Okay, so right around that zone that we were just discussing, you do have a little bit of a buy wall. I don't think you know, it's anything that you go crazy about, but the one thing that I do like is it's long standing. Okay, so you can see the persistence. All right, it's not coming on and going off. It's there and it's sitting there and it's kind of waiting, and sometimes that can be a nice little indication, because that a lot of times will line up with where the stop losses, the liquidations, and all of those things rest as well on the heat map. You see the confluence between these two charts all the time. So what would you like to see as we approach that zone? Well, what you're likely to see, all right, is you're going to see the CVD continue to go down, right? And as people start to move into positions, right, once the market kind of verifies what you're doing, you should see open interest actually start to go horizontal or start to bend to the upside. All right, positions are being open. Now, CVD, do you want them to be aggressive towards longs or aggressive towards shorts? Well, you want them to be aggressive towards longs in this case if it were to go down. And what that means is you would like to see CVD start to work its way up. Now, there is going to be a little delay in that, right? The market's got to keep up, or the indicator has to keep up with the market. Obviously, the markets will happen instantaneous, or those market entries will happen instantaneously, and this has to kind of adjust to that. But you can go to some lower time frames to start getting your indications. I kind of recommend the 5 minute. I've messed with the 1 minute to try to get that more detailed look, but I think it actually kind of adds to a little bit of the, just a little bit too much, too quick, and you don't always necessarily get a real feel for what the trend is. So I tend to gravitate towards the 5 minute. Another thing you come over to is look at the DOM and see kind of what's resting and sitting on the books, right? Also important, right? So your passive orders, all right? This should align mostly with what you're seeing on the order book heat map as well. They should align pretty closely. So again, what you're looking for is you want open interest to start coming up and you want CVD to start coming up. Open interest goes horizontal, that's okay too, like if you're getting in kind of quick, but you should likely see, some sort of wick. All right, a wick too is going to indicate to you that, hey, there's some willing buyers sitting there. Now, they had their limit orders just sitting there. Doesn't mean it's the end all be all. Protect yourself with stop losses still, because we understand what the structure is kind of showing us right now. So that's kind of your big look at it. Let's go to USDT dominance. Let's see what that is telling us right now. Nice little bounce for USDT dominance. That's a bad thing for the record. But what were we looking at? Was this level right here. So this little range right here, I've noticed this quite a bit. A lot. All right, so you get these slowdowns, right? And it continues to push higher and actually formulate a range. But these little slowdowns right here, where it's kind of making, in this case, a little bit of, I don't know. I mean, you see higher highs, higher lows right there with that stop there. So it pushes through, but I've noticed that it comes down, price action or whatever you're looking at, in this case, USDT dominance, it will come down and retest this area. Now, where it actually retests, whether it's the high or the low of the range, it kind of happens both ways, but I always say, hey, keep an eye on these to see a bounce. And right now, let's go ahead. No, I'm going to leave that there. So you do have the value area low of the range before, I would say, it kind of broke out. It's retesting the value area low. What does that mean? That could be a bullish sign, because you have volume. All right, you have the value area high, you have the 50 SMA for whatever that's worth on USDT dominance, but you do have confluence between different indicators on this chart. What does it mean though? It's an inverse relationship, and that's the thing that you have to take note. So if USDT dominance go down, biddy go up. All right, that's the thing that you want to understand. So if we're looking at an area that we are identifying as potential resistance for USDT dominance, if this goes down, biddy goes up. Now, understanding that in the position that I'm in right now, because I did take a position hoping that, hey, we get a bounce out of this zone right here off of the monthly pivot and the value area low and the high volume area node and the golden pocket, right? So if we get a bounce, this is favorable for me. Okay, so that's the correlation that you can take there. And remember, they're moving at the same time. So a lot of people are like, they use it as the USDT dominance is going to drive the whole market. No, it doesn't drive the whole market. It's moving together, right? So you're finding these areas of confluence, like, hey, am I hitting a key level for Bitcoin, and am I hitting a key level for USDT dominance at the same time? If so, that can help formulate your bias or help you get into an entry or exit an entry. You can use it that way as well. That, hey, like, say you're in a position and you get to a key level on USDT dominance and a key level on total market cap. We'll look at that right now as well. If you get to a key level, then that is where you might think about, all right, you know what, maybe I'll take this position off. So looking at USDT dominance, you are actually under a horizontal level that we were looking at here. Let's get rid of that just because it clouds it up too much. We already got a blue line on there. All right, so why you want to measure? All right, there we go. So interesting enough, total market cap not looking all that tasty, to be honest, but let's see. It's probably getting down to the golden pocket as well. Yep, it is. So, I mean, similar movement in terms of price action. It's just, what do we have kind of in confluence? We are on the daily here, but at least, yes, you are under this horizontal I was looking at, but there's a horizontal there above. So that for me is saying, okay, cool. If we push up, and I'm only looking for a little move up for Bitcoin, only a little move up for Bitcoin, nothing too crazy. 2.4 trillion. If we start pushing up to about 2.4 trillion, and we have confluence between that and Bitcoin pushing up to the zone that I'm looking at, I believe it was, I'm gonna actually have to go to the trade itself, which is up 4.5% right now. And I mean, it's up, it's at VWAP right now. So what are we probably gonna see at VWAP? Probably a little bit of a pullback there, no big deal. But ultimately 70,380 is about where I'm looking for ATP on that one. So again, let's go back to Bitcoin. We'll have to go back to a little bit more of a granular look at it. 4 hours will do the trick. So there you go. So yeah, again, I'm trying to front run it a little, and we said 70,380. So there you go. So you're looking right below that wick right there, and right at that high volume area node. So again, I'm trying to front run that puppy and take a little win to the piggy bank. That's how I'm skinning that one. Let's go ahead and look at the chart real quick. Andrew Cameron, 50K next up. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, man. Let's pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. All right. I want you to be prepared. Okay. I want you to be prepared. Either way it goes. I'm not in the prediction business. So if you guys are new here and you want me to predict where this is going, I'm not your guy for that, right? I'm going to say, hey, let's look at the current market structure. Let's look at the current price action. Let's see where we can find confluence between Fibonacci retracement letters, high volume area nodes, POCs, where's liquidity sitting? Can we find confluence between those things? And then can we actually take a position based on that? So again, we may go down, we may not, we'll see. Let's see what David B. He says some megaphones and wedges can get as high as 68 to 72%, but the vast majority are 60 to 64. As few are as low as 52 to 55. Yeah, man. I mean, megaphones and wedges, I like a little bit better. I'm not a fan of bull flags and pennants. I'm just not. Statistically, it does not work most of the times in my experience. All right, have 2 CVD panels, one spot, one for futures, OI down CVD or OI up CVD doesn't always show true moves. Spot absorption is king in my opinion. Yeah, DDT, you're the man with that. No doubt about it. I was working on the free version of Market Monkey Terminal. They have upgraded it. If you guys don't know, go down in the description and get over to Market Monkey Terminal. Absolutely free. All right, everything I have right now, right here, is free. Okay, so you can have this. You can have that insight on the market in terms of open interest and CVD. If I gave you anything today, that would be something. All right, because that's going to help you exponentially. If you're trying to scalp or if you're trying to do intraday trading, it really even helps with swing trades, honestly, because you get an idea of the trend of the market. And when you spot divergence, especially with CVD and price action, dude, I've hit on that like quite a few times. Way more than not is when I spot that divergence between CVD and the actual price action itself. Has been an absolute banger. All right, good news here, trying to push above this horizontal right here. All right, so this is some of that old school trading methodology, right? A lot of people, they'll take this horizontal right here and they're like, hey, they look for the breakout, they play the retest, and then they look for that continuation up. We would like to see that hold. This would very much support the narrative for me and getting me that push up that I'm looking for to about 70,380. That would be dope. But here nor there, go over to Market Monkey Terminal, get the real data. TradingView is great if you want to map it out. If you're looking to identify your key levels, I will say that TradingView is markedly better than Market Monkey Terminal if you are trying to just map out your chart. All right, if you're trying to find your key levels, it's so much more user-friendly. I can't even explain to you how much more user-friendly it is. But if you want that real data, all right, open interest and CVD on TradingView do not work, period, point blank, and they don't, because they're not giving you real data. All right, they're deriving it from price action and volume. You need to understand that. That is a very important takeaway. All right, so that is that. You know what we didn't do? We didn't do a daily degen. I guess that's because I have an open position right now. Let's see what you guys are voting at least. 13 votes. You guys are 62% doom. You think the price is going down. Don't say that. Don't do that. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you do it. All right. Let's go ahead and look at a few coins here. Drop one in the chat that you guys want to see. It's nothing obscure. Give me something that's pretty normal. and I will take a look at one of those. But for now, let's go ahead. We'll take a quick look-see at Cardano. Cardano here is getting down to the POC. All right, look at that. POC, high volume area node. That's a good sign for, I'm not saying it's a good sign that the chart looks good. Just if you're looking for a bounce, if you're looking for a little bounce, there's an opportunity here, especially on the 4 hour. I have to extend this out just a little bit. See if the right on the POC. POC, high volume area node, those things align. That's, you know, not surprising to see those align. And you are getting reversal on the Chart Prime Oscillator Pro, as well as you're looking for, I mean, the money flows in the green, so there's that. But, you know, there's an opportunity there for Cardano to get a little bounceroo, and that would actually be a confluence between Cardano and Bitcoin, right? Like finding a key level that they're all kind of aligning with at the same time. Let's actually see. That's lower though. That's in the platinum pocket. There's probably really no debating that for Cardano. So opportunity for a bounce is there. Value area low is sitting just below at about 25.75, but Cardano looking weak generally. I mean, you actually still do see a little bit of upside potential in terms of like the lows. That was an aggressive move there. I don't know if there was any information that was released, but here nor there. Like, yeah, if you get a bounce here, I mean, one, you're gonna have to get through the high volume area node that sits right here at about 27, as well as the moving averages. So that's gonna be a little bit of a fight. I wouldn't be surprised to see some consolidation within that area. But ultimately, yeah, if you get a bounce here, you know, maybe that's your next low. That could be it, right? You get a little consolidation, you break through, and then that becomes the next low where you get that bounce back up to the value area high. You know, that wouldn't be so bad. It wouldn't be so bad for Cardano. What's that in terms of a move? Just from here to the high volume area node is 3%. Very reasonable. If you throw just a little bit of leverage on there and you're looking for a move up, that's a very reasonable play, I'd say. And then if you go up to the high volume area node here in the near term, that's about 7.8%. So again, that's also, you know, a reasonable expectation. If we do find support, if the support holds up right here, right now, I do think that's a reasonable move for Cardano here in the near term. AVAX, you guys know I have an affinity for AVAX. It has not played nice though with me. It has not been nice, but it looks a little bit better. At least it's getting and staying above the POC. It's staying above the moving average right here, the 200, and it's staying above the high volume area node. So it's just an eensy bit better. It's looking at. I wouldn't say there's no play here in terms of taking it up to the value area high. Really what you're looking to is try to get back above this horizontal right here at about 9.82 or so, and then you could look for that move finally to start working back up to 10. But Bitcoin's got to play nice. Bitcoin's daddy. Bitcoin drives the market. There's no doubt about that. But right now you are on an area of support, so you know there's an opportunity, we'll say, for a bounce here. It's just the market and what's going on, macroeconomics. Like everybody's starting to talk about the R word, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know how the algorithm is going to treat that, so I ain't saying it. But you know, that's on the table, especially with gas prices going up. I think historically, when they talk about, I'm just gonna say, when they start talking about a recession at $120 a barrel or 125, somewhere around there, they start talking about a recession for the U.S. specifically. All right, we'll look at Doge real quick. Let's see what we got going on here. Did not get the let's fix that. Did not really get the breakout retest. So this is a good learning point. Let's talk about this, because you're like, oh, look what you mapped out. Yes, I did. But let's look at it. Let's talk about it, because I want you to understand something. When I put something like this on the chart, and this still could play out, but I would not be in this trade right now. Just so you know, I'm not in this trade, but I would not be in it. Why would I not be in it? Because the candle is really, really important. And this is what I try to emphasize all the time. You're like, oh, well, the long didn't play out, the short didn't play out. Yeah, like, I'm not trying to be like right all the time, because I'm definitely wrong, probably as much as most people. But you had an impulse move through, right? Like you had a push down and you didn't get a wick. No buying pressure came in. All you did was break down that level that we had identified. Like, you can actually see that level was pretty good, but there was an impulse move through. So you had a big bodied candle push through the zone, and then you retested it and it turned into resistance, right? So if the difference is, if you would have had a wick and you would have got back above that level, that's when you're like, all right, cool, stop loss. And obviously don't pay attention to this right here. Pay attention to right here. If this was just a wick, stop loss comes in, you're looking at a pretty gnarly move to the upside, at least the potential for the upside. And you could adjust this too. Like, all right, we got a 9 to 5, we got it. Cool, we got a high volume area node. We can see resistance right here. And can you get a 2 to 1? Yeah, you can get a 2 to 1, right? Bottom of the range there. Resistance, got it. That makes a lot of sense. 2 to 1 and a 4.8% move. That quick, you could have looked at that. But honestly, when it comes down to it, I would not be in that position based on that candle going in to where I was looking at an entry. So just so you guys understand that, we can dumpsy do that one just like Doge right now. So Doge actually looking weaker than Cardano and AVAX. Let's see. Let's do this. Maybe it's not. It may not be. It may be sitting at the POC. You are at the golden pocket. I may have spoke too quick on that one. Let's put a fixed range volume profile on this one, like we did for Cardano. Where do you think we established the range? Right about here? Kind of hard when you have this. Oh yeah, so it's actually a lot like Cardano. Actually, it's under. This, I think this skews the fixed range, honestly. You had a big push up that Cardano did not have. Cardano had this, but not this. Might skew it a little bit. Sometimes you gotta take that into consideration. You're at a high volume area, high volume node there. That one's tough. I'd be less inclined just based on knowing you're under the POC and flirting. You're kind of really under the high volume. I'd be less inclined, right? So if you're looking at assets and you're like, okay, cool, what is this one doing? What is that one doing? I would be less inclined. I would say actually AVAX would be the one that I would look at out of the 3 so far. Let's see what you guys got going on here. Let me get that out of the way. Oh gosh, what are we doing? It just keeps, so the left click is opening like the right click. All right. All right, Alexander G just posted the link. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I think you can have 5 indicators on the freemium MMT. I have my guys using my template on free and we maxed out indicators. Yeah, I think I was maxed out. I haven't checked. I got to be honest with you, I haven't checked it since they did the upgrade. I haven't really messed with it because I had something that was working for me. But yeah, I'll check DDT and see if I can add both spot and futures. That's definitely, if there's a dude that knows it, you're the dude that knows it. There's no doubt about that. All right. Let's see. David B. I'm still watching and following GRT, which is currently nearly 20% lower than the 2018 bear market initial coin offering of 3 cents. So any initial investment holders are underwater after 8 years. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Are you looking at investing in it like now, given that it's that low? I mean, stuff like Peloton is down too, you know, like, and I don't think that's coming back. So I don't know much about GRT, to be honest with you, so. Andrea, I see you in the chat. How you doing, lady? Hope all is well with you. All right, let's see here. What else can we look at? I'm probably gonna look at one more and then I'm gonna bounce out of here. Let's look at Solana, because I gotta go to work today. All right, again, didn't get the breakout retest. Would have loved to see that for Solana, but we identified a level there and it was unable to break and retest. Now, at that point we were looking at it, it was looking a little bit stronger, and you can see that it, well, started to get back down, man. It's down to the golden pocket. That seems to be a trend. Everything is golden pocket, golden pocket, golden pocket, golden pocket. Every single one of them, golden pocket. And a high volume area. So let's see here. It's kind of tough, like in terms of taking this. I could probably take it. It's just, at what point do you say it's broken the range, even though it's reestablished? Do you want to incorporate that into the fixed range volume profile? It's always a little bit of a thought process there, because the way I use the fixed range volume profile is not time based. Is if if it says fixed range volume profile, in my mind, I use it for the range. Fixed range. That's, I don't know. I could be totally off. I could be a big knucklehead, but that's just the way I like to use it personally. Let's extend it out. Let's see how that does. Okay, so that doesn't really change it much, to be honest. You are under the value area high. And yeah, I mean, you got high volume area as well as the golden pocket. So again, another chance. There is a chance, but it is over its moving averages, and you're getting, yep, nope, sorry. It's over the 200. It is over the 200, not the 50. Sorry, I bit off on the POC there for a second. But I mean, again, 200, you got the golden pocket and a high volume area node. I'd say the potential for a bounce is there. And you did not break the low here, right? So I mean, technically speaking, you do have a series of higher lows at this point from a technical perspective. So the opportunity for a bounce, it's there. You are getting a reversal here as well. So actually, you know what? The diamond is not a reversal. Let me look that up, because that was something that they added later on. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's find that old diamond, shall we? I don't see it as something I can change. I gotta look up. I forgot what that actually even is. Bottom green. I'm not wasting time on it. Anyways, looks similar to the other ones. You'll likely see a reversal, little triangle here, print. I would say probably shortly for Solana, as long as it holds. Can't get him. A little bit of rejection there. What were we looking at there for Biddy? Did you get up to the orb as well, the top of the orb? Yeah, you did. So yeah. I mean, this is the 3 minute. Yeah, the 200 SMA on the 3 minute. Oh, no. Hold up. Yeah, it's 200 SMA. So getting to the top of the orb, not too surprised to see a little bit of rejection there, but you are getting over the 50, and again, staying over that high volume area node. But there is a high volume area node, and this is a 3 minute, a little bit more granular if you're trying to scalp. Definitely, you know, something I would pay attention to is the orb opening range breakout, first 15-minute candle of the opening session, right? So getting to the top of that, obviously some moving averages on top of you in the high volume area node. Would love to see, you know, what would make me feel better about the position that I'm in is, hey, we get over top all this junk, and then I'm pretty much at that point saying, yeah, we're gonna make it. Stop loss to entry ain't no biggie right now. But as we're standing below this key level right here, then I'm keeping my stop loss where it's at. Something that's been biting me in the butt is being very aggressive, or too aggressive, we'll say, with my stop loss. So I've actually found that a couple times that I've gotten stopped out, and if I just would have left my stop loss alone, then I would have been golden. My initial gut, the thing that told me to get into it, was right. It's just, I was like, hey, let me protect myself. You know, sometimes you do get burned, but I would say more often than not, it ends up holding up. So here nor there. You know what? We didn't look at ETH. We did not look at ETH. We'll look at that real quick. We'll turn the orb off for that one. All right. Looking at ETH. Let's see, that's the 3 minute. Let's just go to the 4 hour here. Hey. Yeah, that's looking a little better, right? But golden pocket again. But this is the zone we were looking at for ETH. That's why I have the arrow here. High volume area node, value area high, golden pocket. That is where, again, you're seeing this a lot through all of them. That's where you would like to see a bounce. Very simple TA. This isn't anything overly complex. We're not really breaking it down, you know, too crazy right now. This is simple stuff. Just old school, looking at fixed range volume profiles, Fibonacci retracement levels, high volume areas, and, you know, where you're having confluence between those. So, you know, something to put on your, I mean, not put on your chart, you're there right now. So, you know, so anywhere between 2,000 or upper 2,000, probably 2,100 to about where we're at, actually mid. Oh, don't move that. Mark Dutch will have a cow. So value area high is sitting at 2,068. And here you are at 21.21. All right, in terms of the now. That's up 3.8%. No big deal there. Anything we can play with. I got about 15 minutes and then I gotta go, fam. Let's get this up. Let's go to the 3 minute. Yeah, nothing I'm gonna flirt with right now. If anything, I would have looked at potentially was that interaction there with the 200 and the VWAP. But one of the things I have been doing as I've been scalping is I've been using the VWAP as my exit, because it has a penchant to come back and revisit the VWAP. I mean, now that's for obvious reasons, because the VWAP will follow the price action as it moves, but it just has a penchant to come back. So like when we get these big pushes up, you know, say we get, you know, overextended, or, you know, it just pushes to the upside. A lot of times we'll come back and retest the VWAP, you know, a couple times, or, you know, even once is good enough for me before you see maybe a bounce again. So I do use that as an exit quite often. But again, that's kind of be my line in the sand right now in terms of like, hey, when am I going to move my stop loss to entry? I want to break this area right here. And then that I'll feel a lot more comfortable about once we get above that area. And that area sits, where's the VWAP currently? 69,866. That's where it's currently sitting at. So from there, up to about 70,300 is about what I'm looking at. But we gotta make some moves. But hey, here's your traditional horizontal break retest, looking for that continuation right now. So there you go. I think that's about what I got. Let me see what we got going on here in the chat. All right. LOL, no. I'm guessing that's you're not looking to invest in it. Everything the Orange Man investor endorsed, GRT was one of them. That's US based, completely tanked. I don't consider Bitcoin USA based, but it might be. We will likely never know for sure. No, we're not. It is not US based. There's no doubt about that. In terms of holders, it's very disproportionate, is my understanding, to the US. I'd have to look at that again, but I'll do that on another episode. Curbstar, what up, man? How you doing? Congrats on 2K. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, dude. It's crazy. Alex is the absolute man. Hey, you know what? Throw some otters in the chat. Just throw them in the chat. Give me some otters in the chat, because you know what? We gotta say thank you to Alex, man. He's been such a blessing. Mark Dutch is in here. What up, man? I actually gave you a little mention, man. I didn't lock my fibs, bro. So I thought about you. I'll forever think about you whenever my fibs move. But with that, I think I'm about to bounce out of here. Gotta get ready for work. I hope everyone is having a great day. I really appreciate you all for being here. It is so appreciated. And again, I am forever grateful to the man, Alex O. And again, if you guys want to invest with me on a 2-bit, we are running some specials. Obviously, you can get some cash back, some swag, all that good stuff, and save 20% on your trading fees. It is a big win. I'm telling you, everybody's trying to give you some stuff, but like, I'm perpetually giving you 20% on your trading fees. Like, do the math. That really adds up over time. It really adds up over time. So that I'm basically taking out of my cut to give to you to help you guys save some money. And that's really what it's all about. All right, Bitcoin getting a push, man. Let's go. Let's get it, bitty. All right. Love you guys a long time. Hope everyone has a great one. Again, come on over to the Discord. I am in Alex's Discord, so we're going to get that all set up. I know I'm slacking. I got to get it all set up. I'm going to have like my own little Discord within a Discord, my own little channel per se, so you guys can come over there, have access to me as well. But I highly recommend you getting over to Alex's Discord. It is the best, and I've been to a lot of them. Alex O's Discord is, in my humble opinion, the best. But much love to you guys. Have a great one. Love you. Trade safe. Be safe. I'm out.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They're deceived with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go,